Cause I know how niggas is. When you in the streets and you hustling, you know how niggas is. Cause you was one of them niggas, you know what I'm saying? You on the corner, you try to get your money, you see a nigga roll a vine, a Benz or a Beamer, you know what I'm saying? You like, fuck that nigga, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, I murder that nigga, I rob that nigga, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm the nigga in the bad nigga, cause you know what I'm saying? Driving down the other corner, so I know the same speech is coming out, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, though. I ain't tripping. That nigga, that nigga, that nigga.
I'm old enough to know better, young enough to not give a fuck. Rather hold my head high and die than live and dub. Remember I was down to die just to live it up. But life's a bitch and that judge is quick to give her up. They say life is short, said when looking through them bars. Gotta keep your head up, I be looking to the stars. I've been through a lot, wasn't looking for no cars. Didn't kill me though, now I'm here looking at the scars. Sometimes you get caught by people looking from afar. That's how it is when you out here taking cookies from the jar. That's what my son said, they came and took him in his drawers. He support the family, they took his mama favorite bra. The feds snatched my favorite ball. These the rainy days they say you should be saving for. But when sun shines, no one carries umbrellas. And if they did, we would look at them as dumb fellas. I'm trying to become something, they probably become jealous. Have a lot to say about it, but afraid to come tell us. I'm here to beat the odds that was set against me. Wish the worst luck to anyone who bet against me. I want to be somebody that's never been. No squares in my circle, best shape I ever.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, of course. And we are back right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everyone. Man, if you are here, you can hear me clearly. Please drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat. If y'all can hear me clearly out there, do me a favor and drop a 1 in the chat so we can get right into today's show. Let me know if y'all can hear me out there by dropping a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat so we can get right into it. Can y'all hear me out there? Can y'all hear me out there? Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly out there. Drop a 1. Okay. I'm glad you guys can hear me. I'm glad you guys can hear me. And of course, we are back right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross. Of course, I appreciate all the love and the support, man. Salute to everybody. We on a road to 10K, y'all. We on a road to 10K. So make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. Hit that like button on the way in. Hit that like button on the way in, y'all. Make sure y'all share today's show. Share today's show. Share today's show. Share today's show. I'm going to shout everyone out that's in the building, and then we're going to get into it. But make sure y'all support the show with a like and a share. The links are going across your screen as well. Make sure you support today's show. Make sure you support today's show, y'all. We're going to get into it today. We got another great topic for you guys today. So let's get into it. But before we get into it, I'm going to shout you guys out. But before I shout you guys out, let me give the announcements. First of all, I want to shout everyone out. Welcome to all the new supporters. I appreciate y'all. I want to shout y'all out for continuously supporting the content. Shout out to everyone who financially supports the content. Shout out to all of y'all too, man. We definitely can't forget y'all. To the ones who financially support this channel and support the content, it is very much appreciated. I will be getting into doing some members only content real soon. So y'all stay abreast to the community tab because I will be dropping a poll asking only the members, everyone who have a membership to this channel. I will be asking y'all what type of content do y'all want on a regular from me as a member, only as a member. Okay. Also, as y'all know, the holidays are coming up. So this next week coming up, I'm gonna try to give y'all as much lives as possible, but y'all will be getting the majority of pre-records coming up soon. I will be giving y'all a lot more pre-records. The pre-records will be premiering at the same time as the show. So look out for that. So it will be the same time, except it won't be live. It'll be a premiere. So I will be premiering content every 3 p.m. next week, every 3 p.m. right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. That's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, they won't be too much lives, but there will be some premieres. So y'all watch out for that as well. So shout out to everyone that's in the building. Let's see who's here. Shout out to my man Lansky in the building. Salute, Lansky. Shout out to TSTV in the building. What up, the tribe? Shout out to the tribe in the building. Self University in the building. Salute, my brother. What's up, Cynical? How you doing? Shout out to the Cynical one in the building. What's up, Scorpio? Shout out to Scorpio Mama in the building. Shout out to my man Bob. Salute, Bob. What's up, Nikki? What's going on with you, New York Nikki? How you doing? Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Shout out to Miss Classy Creole in the building. One of my lovely lady moms that always come through and hold it down. Shout out to you, Miss Classy Creole. Salute to you. Good to see you. Mike C in the building. What up, Mike C? What's going on? Shout out to Young Reyes in the building. What's up, Young Reyes? What's going on with you, bro? Shout out to my comrade, Mr. Sutton on a pull-up. Salute, my brother. Salute to you. Shout out to Running Warrior. Salute, Running Warrior. City Boy Floyd in the building. Salute. Shout out to my man Club. What up, Club? What's going on with you, man? Hey, Raining Woman, how you doing? Shout out to Miss Raining Woman in the building. Another one of my lovely lady mods that always come through and hold it down. Shout out to you, Miss Raining Woman. Shout out to the lovely lady mods checking in today. And we have another one right here. Shout out to you, Miss Camille. Good to see you, sweetheart. Good to see you as always. Shout out to you. Thank you for checking in as always and playing your part. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. See who else is in the building. Before we get into it, Jay from Philly in the building. What up, Jay? Shout out to Jay from Philly. Shout out to Art of War. What's good, Art of War? Salute. Papa Flocka in the building. Salute, my brother. Salute. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to Elisino in the building. Salute, champion. Salute, OG. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to everyone that's in the building, man. Double tap y'all screens if y'all are coming in a vertical feed. Double tap y'all screens if y'all are coming in on the vertical feed. But we have to talk about this today. I know a lot of times we get sidetracked. We get distracted by a lot of the things that make the tabloids, you know, and a lot of this stuff going on with these entertainers are really keeping us distracted. And I'm saying that because we make other people our lives, we make other people lives the center of our own. Let me say that again. What I've noticed, and I've just even noticed this when a troll came in the chat room, right? People make other people the center of their existence. People literally make celebrities and people who they think are better than them the level in life that they need to reach, the look that they need to have, the amount of money they should have. And it's at an all-time high now because on social media, this is all you really see. All you see are people talking about other people. And when I say that, I mean in terms of their life. See, one thing that I've made my purpose to do is when I speak on celebrities and what's going on, I always add what we supposed to learn from this. What are we supposed to learn from this? What is the lesson behind this? Because just talking about what other people do and what other people say and how other people think don't really matter. And I'm saying this because I've been a content creator for a while, long time. And I've been around long enough to see that this stuff is a vicious cycle. This world of creating content is it's a dangerous cycle. And what I notice with this virtual reality, this virtual space that we take part in, right? What it does is it robs you of living life. And when I say this, right, it robs you of reality. Because there's a reality here online that is very toxic. And what makes it toxic is you lose who you are in reality. You see, you have some people who use this social media stuff. You know, they use this stuff as a coping mechanism, as a scapegoat. You know, a lot of people use this stuff as a way to hide from what's going on in reality. This is what people are doing. Y'all see today's show. Why your suffering is necessary for your success in life. See, listen, I know a lot of us, especially a lot of people of color, right? A lot of us grew up in poverty. A lot of us grew up impoverished. And that's a real thing. And there's also studies to show that if you grow up as a impoverished child, there's a high percentage that you will likely be impoverished as an adult. Right? So a lot of us look at struggling, suffering as something that isn't good for life. We look at the things that we struggle with attaining, things that we want, but it just seems so far. We just seem so far away from it. And that is what actually hurts. See, y'all know me. I'm gonna be fully transparent. What really hurts people is they have to work to get those sad things. Because the way humans are, the way we operate where we work for comfort. We do things for comfort. So when something is hard to attain in our life, we think that we're actually suffering. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. We think that suffering, struggling, going through hard times, being broke, not having the things you like, not having the things you want is something bad. Until you learn more about life. See, some of y'all think, oh, I never got what I wanted. Why can I never have what I wanted? What is it that you really wanted? And what you really want, right? Are you sure you want it when you get it? Because see, a lot of us, see, now we're going to talk. Because see, a lot of us thought we were struggling. We were suffering because we couldn't buy the new Jordans. We felt that being socially unacceptable was a struggle. It was a struggle. I don't fit in with people. It's a struggle. But the longer you live, you're going to realize that you ain't want them people around you anyway. This is why today's show is why your suffering is necessary for your success in life. Your struggle, your suffering is necessary because you need a testimony. See, if you never been tried, tested, and proven, then you really don't know what you're talking about. See, you got all these people out here that don't want to struggle, that don't want to suffer, but want to talk about what happened to me. No, your suffering is for your testimony. See, you can't teach what you never experienced. You cannot teach what you never experienced. See? And this is what people want to do today. People want to look successful, but didn't earn it. They want to look like they won, but they never knew how it feels to accept defeat. And this is why society is so messed up now. Because people don't understand the significance of suffering and struggling. Struggling builds character. Suffering builds character. See? You will never know who God is in your life if you don't suffer. If you don't struggle. You don't know who God is. You'll never know. Because you'll never reach out. Because your life hasn't gotten hard enough. You haven't struggled hard enough. You see? You got people today that think that struggling is something that people shouldn't experience. Struggling, pain, trauma, suffering is part of the human experience. Let me say this again. Struggling, pain, trauma, suffering is a part of the human experience. This is a part of you being human. This is a part of you being in a fleshly body. You are going to suffer. You are going to. You're going to. But guess what else you're going to do? You're going to win. You know why you're going to win? Because you suffered. Now, the question is, because I'm going to ask y'all this question. What does success in winning look like to you? Oh, yeah, we're going to go deep today. What does success in life look like to you? Because some people are already winning. We don't even know we winning. I just was talking to myself the other day, right? Because I talk to myself. And you know what I said? I said, yo, why the hell are we complaining as Americans? We live in a first world country. Let me say that again. I was just saying this to myself. What up, D's? Hey, Taylor, how you doing? Why, as Americans, we doing all this complaining? We're in a first world country. Y'all do know that, right? Y'all do know that, right? We're in a first world country. And we complaining about, and you got people in a first world using the resources that are available in the first world country. You got people complaining about they ain't got enough. Do you know you live in a first world country? Do you know most people outside of this country, most people who live in third world countries, do you know some of these places do not have toilets? Do you know people bathe out of buckets? And we be complaining about struggling, about suffering. We in a first world country. Do you know the bums here in America eat better than most people who work in third world countries? The homeless people in America eat better out of the garbage can than people eat on their tables in some countries. We talking about homeless people. Do you know what you could find in the trash in Manhattan? If you dig through the trash of an apartment building in Manhattan, do you know what you could find? These people are eating better garbage. They're eating high quality garbage. And we complaining. We think suffering is something we shouldn't have to do. When we're not even paying attention of how good we really have it. And this is just something I realized. I was just saying this to myself. Shout out to Aunt T in the building. What up, Aunt? Tragedy into triumph equals success. We are so ungrateful and we don't even know it. We don't even know it because we don't find the significance in the suffering. See, you don't see that you're growing as a person in your suffering. See, you think when you're suffering, things just supposed to automatically change. No. You got to pay attention to the process. You got to pay attention to the process. You got to pay attention to not the situation changing, but are you changing? This is what y'all don't focus on. You focused on the outside. You focused on the situation because you always worried about what somebody gonna say. But you not focused on you becoming a better person. Your character is changing. You becoming more patient. You're becoming more disciplined in certain areas. Now you're more goal-oriented. See? Yeah. See, what a lot of people don't do, they don't pay attention to what's actually growing in their lives while suffering. See, because while we suffering, we think nothing is happening. And we don't see the changes occurring because we looking at what everybody else is looking at. And I'm here to tell y'all today, if you keep focusing on what everybody else is focused on, or whatever you think everybody else is focused on, you will remain stagnant. You will not grow. You will not grow. Because you focused on your situation like everybody else is focused on. But you know what else? You know where you messing up at? You looking at what they looking at, but they not doing what you doing. See why that will impede your progress? See why it'll stop your growth? Because you waiting for the situation to change like everybody else. You're not noticing that you're actually making the changes, so when the situation change, you're prepared to handle it. This is what people don't focus on. See, you want success, but are you equipped for it? You hear a lot of men saying, I want to be a boss. I want the bag. Right now, if somebody writes you $1 million check, what's the first thing you going to do with it? I guarantee you don't even got nothing written down. I guarantee you right now, if somebody wrote you a $1 million check, you wouldn't know what to do with it. I'm going to tell you the first thing you're going to do. Where we eating at? I ain't cooking nothing. You want to go to Gucci, babe? You want to Chanel-y? What you want, babe? You can have whatever you like. This is what most people are going to do. And those things, being able to do those things, is what people call success. I could buy what I want when I want it. I could drink what I want when I want it. I could eat what I want. I wear what I want. That's success for most people. I ain't cooking no more. I got a maid. This is what success is to people. Nobody ever thought about, well, let me get some life insurance. Let me start a trust. So everything I purchase, it could be under my trust, so I can protect my money. Security. See, nobody thinks about that first. Nobody thinks about that first. Securing the bag. Okay, once you get it, is it secure? How much of that $1 million are you gonna secure? See, because if your mind isn't changed and your situation change, you will go back to being the same. The same as your situation once was. And that is because you didn't value the suffering phase. You didn't learn what you needed to learn while suffering. And see, some of us have to suffer longer than others because our blessings are bigger. And listen, just because your blessing may be bigger, that means your responsibility is bigger. So this is why it takes longer to prepare you. That's why it takes so long, because you have to be prepared for something huge that's going to occur. Yeah, you might have a bag waiting for you, but you getting that bag is predicated on you being a certain type of leader, being responsible for these groups of people. See, you never know. Yes, you will be blessed, but don't forget who you're supposed to be. Don't forget that. And in the time that you suffering, you're being prepared. It's called prepping time. Whoever worked in the kitchen, you know, you got prep chefs. You got chefs who just literally get paid to prep everything for all the other cooks. Prep cook. When you prepping things, champ, when you prepping things, OG, is that shit nice and neat? When you in the kitchen prepping, don't it get messy? Huh? Don't it get messy? When you prepping food, when you prepping that big Thanksgiving dinner, that big Christmas dinner, don't it get messy? You're prepping a cake over here. You're prepping pies over here. You're cutting up onions to go in the stuffing over here. You got green peppers over here. You got something on the stove. Don't it get messy in there? Don't it get confusing at times? Don't y'all see women get pissed off around this time? Perfect example, fellas. We all know about this. This how you know that it's real. What them women always tell us: get out my kitchen. Boy, don't come in here touching nothing. Because you know how we like to do, fellas. We want to come in there and get a little scoop off the side of the bowl. We might want to steal a little piece of chicken and run off and bite it. Get out my kitchen. Don't come in here touching nothing, boy. You're going to mess me up. I got things set up the way I like it. Why do you think you hear that? All that prepping. All that prepping. And what is the finishing product of all that prepping? Food to die for. food to die for. You think if that food wasn't prepped, washed, cleaned, chopped up, seasoned, why you think the food tastes so good? Because it went through the proper preparation time. It went through the proper preparation time. That's why that food tastes so good. After you ate it, you burped, and then you was ready to fall asleep. Why y'all think that food be like that? Because the time it was taken, the preparation timing. What mama tell you? What grandma tell you? Don't rush that food. Don't rush it. Turn it down and let it cook. Huh? What they tell you? Turn the pot down and let it cook. That's what we got to do in our life. We be trying to speed up the process. Now, you know, if you ever did some things you wasn't supposed to be doing, you know that you can't have that heat up too high. When you skirt, you can't have the heat up too high. You don't want to cook that yayo on a high flame. You don't expose it that quick to that much heat because you will mess it up. Yeah. See, because if you rush the process, you won't be ready. And then if you're not ready, you could then not only mess up you, but other people. See, we be trying to rush. No. Things that are made from quality, it take longer. See, if you trying to be not just a successful person, but a person of quality, a quality person, you gotta struggle. You gotta suffer. Do you know the amount of pressure that diamonds go through? Diamonds are women, diamonds and pearls. Do you want those diamonds and pearls? Ladies, do you know how much pressure it takes to make a diamond? Do you know diamonds come out of the dirt? Do you know how much suffering a diamond is put through to shine on your finger? That beautiful, precious stone sitting on your marriage finger. Do you know what that diamond had to go through to look good on you, woman? Yeah, we're going to talk today. We're going to talk. We're going to talk. You know how many times that diamond was cut? Mitchie 450 says the biggest battle for the best warriors. Salute, I appreciate that. Champ says under so much pressure. Come on, man. He says you sound like Nino Brown, yo. I subscribe. You funny and real. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it, man. We on the road to 10K. Shout out to my man Fierce Soul in the building. I'll take quality over quantity forever. See, fellas? See, when we was young, we wanted the diamonds. We wanted the gold. We wanted the dirt bikes. We wanted the cars. And we wanted it when we wanted it. I need it now. And you know what that did? All that shit did was increase our preparation time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know y'all probably like, DS1, what you talking about? When you was out there chasing that fast money, you was out there chasing that gangster life. Guess what it did? Yeah, you was getting money, you was doing this, you was doing that, but you wasn't successful. You wasn't successful. Because see, what a lot of these hustlers don't tell you is all they got is cash. Most of these drug dealers don't got no credit. So they got to stop hustling to get credit. When they ain't had to hustle in the beginning. See that? See that? See? Now you need time to suffer more. You need time to suffer more. Oh, you want to try to speed up the process. Oh, you want to go around the corner. Oh, you think you smart, nigga. See, this is what we be doing, especially as men. We think we smart. That's what we gonna do. I'm gonna get me a job and hustle on the side. We think we smart. When guess what we doing? Guess what we doing? Making our time longer to suffer. Because just like you could be dedicated to standing outside till that pack is gone, why you can't stay to progress with God for your purpose? Let me say that again. If we could stand outside till the pack is gone, I ain't going in the house till all my work gone. Why you can't stay the course to your purpose? Huh? Why you can't do that? What's the difference? I'm going to tell you the difference. The difference is the people that's watching, they get to say good stuff about you. Right? Oh, he getting into a bag. He getting a bag out here. He getting money out here. You love when people say that about you. He getting to it. He got it. Oh my God, he has a lot of money. You like that, don't you? Don't you? You like that. You like that. But all you did was expand your time of suffering, because now you got to sit in jail. And you sat 20 years in jail. And what was all that time for you to do? Prepare. See, we think suffering is a negative thing. There's always a negative connotation connected to suffering. No, that's preparation, homie. You were suffering in that box. Nigga, you came out 100 pounds lighter. You came out with 15% body fat. You done read 200 books since you've been in prison. See, you don't see none of that. See, let me talk to you. Let me talk to y'all brothers. See, you don't see that as progress. You don't see that as preparation. This is all part of your testimony. See? It's part of your testimony. It's part of what made you. You don't see that. You just see, oh, I lost 20 years of my life. Imagine if you was on the streets for those 20 years doing the shit that you was doing before you got locked up. You'd probably be dead. But you don't see how God move. You don't know when God is working. God is always working. God know what the devil gonna do. You needed 20 years of extra preparation time. That's what you needed, buddy. You needed 20 years of preparation time. You needed 20 more years. You needed 20 more. Jail should have actually made you take your life and your purpose much more serious. You see? That's what suffering is. Preparation. Preparation. You didn't go through all of that stuff for nothing. And especially if you went through it and you still alive, that means you have a powerful testimony that could save other people's lives. And you never know that might be your calling. You don't know that though. Because you so busy worrying about what you don't got because you so worried about them saying you don't have it. You don't have this. You don't have a car. You don't have a house. You don't have this. You don't have that. But they don't have what you have. A powerful testimony about what God done for you in your life and why you are the person you are today. See, they don't have that. They don't have that. They got all that other shit you want, but they don't have what you have. So all what they have without what you have doesn't even count. It don't even count. It doesn't even count. See? Because when you attain all of this stuff, if you don't find reasoning and meaning behind attaining these things, then guess what? You unsuccessful anyway. You're unsuccessful anyway because you're empty inside. And it is because you never respected the struggle. You never respected the struggle. The struggle was your enemy. But then you realize that you were still struggling the whole time. Because you don't understand that struggling and suffering is supposed to shape and mold you into having the mindset of a winner. You see? You see? We watched the interview with Ray J and Pastor Jamal Bryant. Now, would y'all consider Ray J successful after saying in that interview that he can't live his truth and say certain things because he's going to lose his prominence in the entertainment industry? So will you actually call a person like that successful? A man that has attained a lot of things that people want in life, but he can't even stand up for himself. He can't even speak against the evil that he see and has to deal with every day because they paying him to shut up. So could you imagine what that's doing to his soul? What that's doing to his heart? But we look at these people and say that they're a success. Really? I don't listen. I don't care whether I got $2 or $2 million. I'm gonna say what needs to be said, especially in reference to me and mine. You can't pay me to be quiet. Because you know what I realized? I realized that God gave me the voice that I have to use it. Notice what I said. He gave me the voice, not the ability to talk, the voice, the authority in my voice, the cadence, the way that I deliver. That's because of him. And that's because he wants me to speak. But I have to know what to say. I have to know what to say. See, we got the wrong concept on what success is. I saw a lot of dudes getting money. I grew up on $1 million block. Some of my day ones is in the building. We from the same block. We grew up on $1 million block in Brooklyn. I'm talking about a real $1 million block off crack. Real New York kingpins. Yeah, that's on the list. From my neighborhood. From my neighborhood. Some of them coming home now. Shout out to Cousin with a building. He says Ray J doesn't look. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Running Warrior said no, it's called bondage. Facts. Shout out to you, Crow. He says, when your day one turns into a father type figure. Save my life, man. Salute. Salute. I appreciate that super chat. Shout out to Shots in the building. What up, DMW? Salute. What up, Handling? What's going on? Fierce Soul says Ray J got that look like he ready to hand it all up. Hey. He said that's a movie, $1 Million Block. I never knew that. I never knew that. But see, we need to begin to understand the significance of our suffering. The number one reason, the number one significance about suffering, I'm going to tell y'all, The number one reason is to have a testimony. That's number one. And that testimony is a testament to who God is in your life. See, all of this success stuff that people want to, it's not what we think it is, man. The success that people want in life is human success. It's material. That's all success is about in this worldly world. Success is about how much things you can attain. Success has nothing to do with who you become. You see? Success to worldly minded people is not about who you become. It's about what you have. And this is where we get caught up. We get caught up on what we have, what we don't have, what I need to get. And then we think because we don't have those things now that we suffering. We think we suffering. We really think we suffering. And then you realize, man, I got through a lot of stuff. I got through it. And now that I done got through it, I learned some things about myself. You see? And I'm getting ready to share a video. We getting ready to get into a video. Shout out to FTC in the building. What up, FTC? Make sure y'all support the show, man. Hit the Venmo up at SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV on Venmo. Cash App $ DS100 Network. Support the show, y'all. You see? We let people clown us for struggling, for suffering, for not having certain things. But those same people, and this is something I learned. This is something I learned. Because I don't never really get into problems with people who are not doing better than me. Most of the people who I get into problems with, they usually are doing better than me. But what I learned, what up, Big Dice? Salute. Shout out to Team Guardian in the building. Make sure y'all share the show out, y'all. Share the show. We on the road to 10K, y'all. Let's get to the 10K mark after today's show, man. Let's get to the 10K mark, y'all. Shout out to all the visionaries in the building. Salute to my lovely lady mods for doing a great job today. Salute to y'all ladies. I really appreciate y'all. Right? We let people who have their own struggles, who are suffering with their own problems, then tell us what we should have according to them. Oh yeah, we gonna get real. Oh yeah, we gonna get real. We gonna break it down. See, people looking on the outsider tell you what you need to have. Oh, you don't got this. Oh, you don't got this. Oh, you don't have that. But always remember this. Everybody has something that everybody don't have. See? So the issues that I had with people who had more material things than me, what they didn't have is they didn't have some of my character traits. You see? And let me let y'all know this. Internal quality is always better than quantity. One quality woman is worth more than 1,304s. Quality. And suffering and struggling builds quality in you. It instills certain things in you that can't be taken from you. Things you wouldn't give up, things you wouldn't sell, things you wouldn't bargain for. That is being a quality man. Quality man, not a high value man. Because most of those men who claim to be high value don't have high values. They just have high income brackets, but they don't have high values. So you want to be a quality man, a man of good quality. See that? And this is why a lot of women, this is where a lot of women fall short at, and why a lot of them are miserable. Because they're looking for something in a man that's not in his pocket. You see? But things are starting to come back around. But see, suffering is necessary for success. Because it prepares you for what you're going to be blessed with. Because, again, let's use that analogy of getting wrote $1 million check right now. Are you prepared to receive $1 million right now? Notice what I said. Are you prepared to receive $1 million right now? Mentally, are you prepared to handle $1 million? But everybody wants a high value man. Everybody wants to be making 6 figures. But most people who make 6 figures are in 6-figure debt. Did y'all know that? Most of the men who make 6 figures, they bills are damn near 6 figures a month. Did you know that? See, people look at success from the outside. That's what people judge you off of. How comfortable you living. You're not even prepared to be a millionaire. Because the first place you going is to the goddamn Amiri store. The first place you going is to Johnny Dang to buy you a grill. 50-year-old niggas trying to go buy gold teeth in their mouth. That's why God ain't gonna hit you with that blessing yet. And guess what? I'm talking to my damn self. I'm not just talking to y'all. I know why he ain't dropped it on me yet. I know why. I know why he did. Because, nigga, you need to calm down. I know why God ain't give me a bunch of money. Listen, y'all, if God would have dropped a bag on me, I'm not lying. Do you know how many? I don't even think I should say. I'm not even going to say that. That's why, though. See, God know us. God know us. God know us. I'm not giving this man this money. I already know what he gonna do. he's going to defy my laws. He's going to break the 10 commandments. I know what's still in his heart. I know how bad this man been hurt. He don't need a bunch of money right now, because he gonna crash out. He's gonna crash out. And he's gonna think he got it all figured out. And he's gonna crash out. Because I know how he feel. I know it. I know what's in him. If I give him he's going to crash out. How many of y'all know that? And will be truthful to yourself about it? Ladies, I'm talking to you too, ladies. If you go and get $1 million check right now, what's the first thing you doing? What's the first thing you gonna do? Be honest, ladies. I'm going on vacation. Ain't nothing wrong with vacation. Y'all going to get y'all groove on, right? Y'all going to get y'all groove on, right, ladies? You get your $1 million check right now, you going to make sure all your bills is paid up. You going to make sure all your bills are paid up, right, ladies? Then we going to Punta Cana. We going to France. We going to Paris, right? Come on. Yeah, exactly, Queen Shay. Y'all gonna pay off some bills first. Then what's next? Look at Champ. Champ keeping it 100. See. I'm glad you kept it 100, Champ. This is why our struggling time, our struggling period, our preparation period that we think is struggling, it gets extended. Because a lot of us, the first thing we're gonna do is what Champ said. We going on everybody. That's a lot of our mentality. That's the first thing we doing. I'm pulling up on everybody who on me. When I didn't have nothing, I'm in on everybody. I got revenge in my heart still. Y'all owe me. Y'all thought it was sweet. Y'all was talking behind my back, laughing at me when I was broke. Remember that? Remember that? Check out this Aston Martin. Check out this Aston Martin. Remember you said I was always going to be a broke nigga. Look, we telling the truth. Tell the truth, fellas. I'm going to see about that Maybach. I'm going to the Aston Martin dealership shots. My favorite car is the Aston Martin Vanquish, not Vanquish. It's pronounced Vanquish. My favorite car, my dream car, is the Aston Martin Vanquish, not the DB9. Vanquish. I'm going to the Aston Martin dealership. NICU grad says she's going to Belize. Hey, NICU grad. Raining woman says, Lord, help me to stay right. Come on. There you go. There you go, raining woman. Come on now. We know. Come on, $1 million check? Champ says he's going right to Dubai. Queen Shay says invest for recycling. That's the next thing you're going to do? That's the next thing you're going to do. You're going to invest? I don't think so, Queen Shay. I don't think so. We're gonna spend before we invest. Let's be real. We're gonna spend before we talk about invest in anything. I got $1 million. Or we gonna spend before we invest. Look at Classy Creole. I'm going to see a lawyer. See, this is why you're married. This is why you're married. Queen Shay, are you married? Look at what the women are saying compared to what the men are saying. And I'm not throwing us under the bus, fellas, but just pay attention, because y'all know it's always a method to my madness. Look at what the women are saying and look at what we are saying. NICU grad says, what's up, New York Nikki? I'm sorry about that. She says, bills paid first, then invest. Look at what the women are saying compared to what we saying. I'll buy Puerto Rico and run it like a dictator. What up, Cutthroat? Shout out to Cutthroat in the building. Salute, fam. Self University says, I'm moving to a different state. Damn, Scorpio. She says, I'm going to make my enemies homeless. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. You said you're going to make your enemies homeless. Wow. Shout out to Access to Rome. Access to Rome says, I'm pulling up in a helicopter. What? New York Nikki says she will be moving in silence. Bob says, I'm bad for that. I think that's why I crashed the Mustang. Ooh. Don't put that on you, bro. Don't put that on you, but that's a hell of a point. That's a hell of a point. Hell of a point, Bob. Appreciate that transparency. Running Warrior says, I was always taught the higher you go in life, the lower you walk in life. In other words, remain humble. That's a hell of an analogy. Zoom, zoom. Classy Creole says, lawyer, taxes, investments, change my address and number. Wow. We ain't thinking about none of that, Classy Creole. Look at what the guys are saying. We ain't thinking about none of that. What up, Quaffy? Quaffy says, ninjas get that money. They go and get a barbershop with black leather furniture and a car wash instead of investment accounts and insurance policies. That's true. That's true. That's the first thing dudes think about. Yo, I'm gonna go get me a barbershop. Man, the Dominicans cut better than y'all now. What you opening up a barbershop for, homie? Joselito, he cut better than you. I'm not paying you $70 for a regular haircut. When I could go to my man El Prago and he gonna hit me with the hot towel and all of that for 40 cash. You trying to charge me $90. I could go to my man El Plaga and get the same treatment for 40. Y'all trying to charge $100 a haircut now. Y'all dudes is wilding in the hood, man. Y'all dudes are wilding in the hood. King Ra in the building. What up, King Ra? King Ra says, yeah, I have a little fun first, then figure out how I can flip the rest. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. But look at what the women are saying. Club says, I will personally clear my debt and then help my family. I've seen too many people fly high and crash harder. Facts. Running Warrior says, FYI, you get a meal, it's only worth $600K after taxes. Don't forget that part. Don't forget that part. Queen Shay says a new vehicle. But just notice. I notice that the ladies had ideas to do things to secure not just the money they have, but even more money that they will make in the future. Where us guys, it's like we need a set amount of money to blow. This is why women make great accountants. Because they're good at organizing the money. We're going to put this, we're going to invest this percent here, we're going to put that there, we're going to put that there. My lady is the same. She's great at that. That's actually part of her job. But that's one of the great traits about her. Like as a woman, she knows how to keep the house afloat. Women are great at doing this. I think women and ladies, don't take offense to this, because I know we in the new time today, and this may sound sexist, but I think y'all are actually designed to do that. Honestly. Now, I know in some relationships, men are better with money than the women, but in the majority of marriages, it's the woman. Why do you think the man gives the money to his wife? It's not because he's a simp. Most men give the money to the wife because she's good at allocating the money so everything stays afloat. We focus on making the money, and then we give her the money so she can allocate it to the proper places. Women are great at doing that. And they could do it with a little bit of money or a lot of money. Sarah Perry says she's going to buy some land. Classy Creole says money investments make more money babies. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Cutthroat. Appreciate that super sticker, bro. But let's get into this video, y'all. Let's get into this video. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. I appreciate everyone for pulling up today. Make sure y'all double tap y'all screens if y'all are coming in a vertical feed. Hit that like button, support the show. The links are going across the screen. Let's get into it. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Yeah, that's a real helpmate. Facts, Self University. Absolutely. Kwafi says, yeah, my sister's good with her and her husband's money. He bring the entire paycheck to her. Yeah. They know how to allocate the money better. You know, when we start thinking about that, we get stressed out because we start thinking we need more money. We start thinking, well, man, this ain't enough. And we get frustrated. So that's why their credit is both 800 and damn, they both got an 880 credit score. See, she know what she doing. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Shout out to you, Fair Soul. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, bro. Let's get into this video.
People take these classes on mental toughness, like even SEALs. You have the class about visualization, self-talk, eat an elephant one bite at a time, breathing control. Yeah, roger that. You got to put yourself in a hellacious situation. It's a lifestyle. How are you going to react? How are you going to react? Like all that training goes out the fucking door when you're in the fucking cold water and you're fucking miserable. And it's the first hour of 130 hours of hell week. And that first wave goes over your head and you're the coldest you've been in your life. And your mind goes from hour 1 to hour 130. All that fucking self-talk and shit, dude. You ain't thinking about that. You think about getting the fuck out of here. But if you live this shit on a daily basis and you know how to calm your mind down, the self-talk will help. All that stuff will help. But usually we react. We have pain, we have suffering, we react. And we react about, get the fuck out of here. We got to go. It's those people who are able to control that fucking feeling of fucking flight and say, nah, motherfucker, there's a way through this. It's not going to be here forever. I'm not cold right now. I went through 3 of them. I'm not cold now. I'm in a nice warm studio with you. You got to think about that shit. The shit's going to end. It's going to end, but we don't know that. We don't think that. At that time, it's going to last forever. And then you get to sit back on Friday with everybody walking across the, back on the grinder, all the 16, 17, 18 guys that graduated Hell Week. And you get a chance to watch these guys victorious. And then you get the chance to think about that. You take that hot, warm shower, first thing that comes to your fucking mind is, why the fuck did I quit? So what keeps me going? I've quit several things. I know what's on the back end of fucking quitting. It's a lifetime of thinking about, why the fuck did I do that?
Now I had to pause that. Now notice what he said. And if you want to know who that is, that's David Goggins, right? Shout out to him. He said he knows how it feels to be on the other side of quitting something. You know what's on the other side of quitting something? A life full of regret. A life full of regret. Quitting. Because you never know that last second that you just stayed the course. Could have won. But you quit. But you quit because you felt the suffering wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the suffering. The pain that I feel, it's not worth it. That's what you're really telling yourself. That's what you're really telling yourself. That this is not worth me winning. I don't have to go through a bunch of messed up women to get a quality wife. I should be able to skip to a quality wife. Like that's what you was ready for when you was 20. Like that is something you was ready for when you was 25 in the strip club. So why should you skip to $1 million? Why should you skip from sweeping the floor to becoming the boss? You know, some bosses still sweep their own floors. You know, some bosses still come to their office and take out their own trash. So they don't forget who they are. You see? Because a lot of people, when they get success before they were prepared for it, they lose sight of who they are. Just ask Diddy. Ask P. Diddy this. He lost on who he was. That's why he's in the position he's in. That's why he's in the position he's in. Let's get back to the video. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use.
Yeah, I ain't fucking doing that no more.
There's something about talking to a guy like you that a lot of people hope that you're going to say some magic thing that's going to click in their brain.
Everybody
and it gets change who they are. Like, what is it? What is the thing? That's why people go to these self-help conferences and they take these classes and they hope that someone's going to say something that changes the way their mind works.
It's hilarious to me.
It is. It's kind of hilarious to me too. But what is also hilarious is that what you're saying is that you have to do those things. You have to suffer. You have to live in it. You have to be comfortable in it. And then maybe some of that shit will help you a little bit along the way.
Period. And when I was a SEAL recruiter, I got invited to MIT. Smart ass motherfuckers there, man. I'm not that. I'm just a good animal. I'm a knuckle dragger. And there was this guy there, I forget his name, but he was like the top head guy. Old white guy, you know, all geniused out. And we were on this panel and they were asking us all these questions about the mind, mental toughness and shit. And he was answering them. And I wasn't answering many questions. And I'll never forget, he was just answering them off of theory. He never put his fucking ass in shit. You read a bunch of fucking books and you think that you know how the fucking mind works and shit. I had gone through hell since a kid and then all the way up until now.
Right.
So I know So that theory is bullshit. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff out there you can read from people, but I had lived hell. And when you put yourself in hell, that's the only time you can figure out how the fuck to get through that motherfucker. You can't read somebody else's book about some theory on how to do shit. Some guy who sat up in their nice warm office and wrote some book with a nice cup of coffee in the fucking hand. No, I want to see that guy who immersed himself in fucking hell. And he thought about quitting and leaving and his wife and his kids. And why am I here? Is it worth it? All this crazy shit. And still said and found out a way to get through it. So basically that's the bottom line of it all. We all want to read about how we can quickly get somewhere. That's why the 6-minute abs and all sort of shit is so powerful. You may get some results from it, but they're not permanent. The permanent result comes from you fucking, I say it all the time, you have to suffer.
Y'all heard that? Double tap y'all screens if y'all are just coming in the building in the vertical feed. Y'all heard what he said? You have to suffer. If you get it before suffering, it won't be permanent. That money we was out in the street hustling for, it was what? Temporary. 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 Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, y'all. Trying to talk while the water's still going down. But yeah, I'm good. Appreciate it. New York Nikki says, I will never stop grieving, but I have peace. Listen, y'all. The reason why we're seeing the downfall of the people that we seeing fall, it is because they skipped the suffering stage. What makes a person want to sell their soul? Why do y'all think there's so much people who signed up to sell their soul? It is because they wanted the shortcut or the easy pass to what we thought success was. Notice what I said. What we thought success was. They wanted to take the shortcut. So instead of me actually having talent, actually having skills, actually working on my craft, building myself, making myself more marketable, right? If I could just sleep with somebody to skip past all of that, why not do that? Why not do it? Why not? All I have to do is just sleep with this exec. All I do is sacrifice my homeboy who I really don't like anyway like that. That's all I have to do. And I don't have to suffer. I don't have to go through the gauntlet like everybody else did. I don't have to wait 4, 5, sometimes 10 years before I can show people that I'm actually doing something good in my life. That is why people sold their souls, man. Because of what they think suffering is and what suffering isn't. And now we're learning that they are suffering. We just think that we are. We think we suffer. We think we suffering because we don't have what they have. But they don't have what we have. They don't have what we have. So let's continue. Let's get back to it.
You have to make that a tattoo on your fucking brain. So when that hard time comes again, you don't forget it. You may forget it for a second, but you can go back in the cookie jar, I call it. It's something that we've all endured. I call it the cookie jar, and we often forget how hard we are, but you got to reflect back. Take a couple seconds, reflect. I've been through this, I've been through that. And then remind yourself, I'm a bad motherfucker. And then you can get through that shit. But if you don't believe it, you haven't endured shit, you're just blowing smoke, man. And you're not gonna be able to get through anything.
What was this guy saying? Like, what was his theories that he was throwing out there?
His theories was about, I forget exactly what it was, but it was something about what the mind does under stress. And how we can't, he said how we can't do something. And I did it. I did what he said we couldn't do.
Like, what was he saying he couldn't do?
It was something about if you're born a certain way, it's something about if you're born a certain way, you can't become this way. It was totally saying that with who I am now, like I had to be born with some, not genetic power or some gift from God, but I had to have some kind of special gift. Had to have some kind of special gift. And I forget what set me off, but it was like we had to be, to be somewhere, you had to be born with it. What was the concept? And I know what I was born with. And I know the battle that I had in my mind. So when he said it, I just sat there looking at my face, and somebody in the crowd asked me a question. And I totally contradicted everything he said. And I was like, nah, man, I mean, I fucking know for a fact that you can be this fucked up dude, like really fucked up dude, and with the right mindset, and it sounds so easy with the right mindset.
It doesn't sound easy.
It's,
I know what you're saying. It sounds like a simplistic answer.
Right. You can. But you have to go into those dark chambers that we often shut off, and you got to open them up. You got to open up and fight that fucking demon, get in there, talk to that motherfucker and say, what's up? And we all like to take this 4-lane highway, the easy highway. It has fucking signs. It has restaurants. We all love that 4-lane highway. We always step over the shovel. And all I did was I picked up that fucking shovel, and that shovel, I made my own path. And you may have big boulders and shit. They may be getting 200 miles up the road faster than you. But going through this path of life, this journey over here that you make yourself, that's incredibly difficult. What comes out the other end of that motherfucker is some glorious shit that you can't even explain to people. And we're afraid. Bottom line is most of us, even the people who have all these theories and shit, it's easier to accept the fact that I'm just not good enough. I wasn't made to do that. And yeah, some of us can't be LeBron fucking James. But I'll tell you right now, man, we can do a lot of shit when it comes to this pure arm guts and willpower and getting through shit. We have a lot more than we think we have.
So that's the end of the video. Now, I played that video because I think that a lot of us, a lot of times, we think that us going through things and why we go through things, it's like a curse. A lot of us think that it's this curse on our life, and oh, I've just been cursed and I don't have good luck, and nah, nope. It's not a curse. It's not bad luck. It's life. And in life, you're gonna suffer. You're going to. That is part of the human experience. There is no human walking this earth that is void of suffering, that is void of trauma. Don't let nobody tell you you haven't been through nothing. Okay? Because you can't tell nobody or stand up and be a certain type of person if you haven't suffered on certain levels in life. This is why they say struggle builds character, because it builds you up for the next phase of yourself. The new you won't be the old you. The person you were before you started struggling, you became a different person while struggling. So you're going to be a different person after you come out of the struggle. And that is what suffering is supposed to do. It's supposed to help you transform. It is supposed to help you transform into the person you were supposed to be. And that person may not always be the person other people think you're supposed to be. See, this is why we always have an issue with struggling, because we care about what other people say. But what another person say and what another person think has nothing to do with your struggle. Do you know some people who got money wish that their struggle was money? P. Diddy can't pay for freedom. And here it is, we out here suffering, putting ourselves through stuff, making ourselves suffer even more because we think we supposed to be living like P. Diddy. And this man can't buy freedom right now. A lot of us wish to have P. Diddy money, but he can't pay to be free. With all of this money, he got to talk to his children through a jail phone. He can't do what broke people could do. Right now, you could pick up the phone, call your baby mama, and go see your child. Diddy can't. Diddy got to do a Zoom call to see his kids. And Diddy got enough money to buy a prison. Diddy got enough money to pay to get his own goddamn prison built. And he can't use none of his money. See why I tell y'all, when I speak about these celebrities, it is for us to learn from them. Not to make fun of them. Yeah, we have our little laughs and giggles, but it's not about embarrassing them people. It's about learning from them. This man got $1 billion and he can't pay to be free. But you always hear a broke nigga in the hood telling you how much money could do for you. You always hear a broke nigga telling you what money could do for you. But a billionaire can't use his money to get out of jail. And this nigga got enough money to build his own jail. Are we paying attention? Are we paying attention? What up, Kills? Salute. Even Jesus suffered. Exactly. And all the prophets, all the messengers, they all suffered. They all suffered scrutiny from the people who didn't understand. But the prophets and the messengers understood what their suffering was about. They understood why. You see? Dirty Diddy is getting his just due, karma. So your suffering is necessary for your success in life. Because being successful in life, to me, this is my opinion of what being successful in life is. Being successful in life is being successful in all the areas of your life. Having all the areas in your life stable. Not more than the other, but they all are stable. And there's many aspects and facets to a person's life. So yes, you may be successful financially. So in that area, you're doing well. But in the health department, especially the mental health department, in the family department, in the emotional part of your life, you see? So understand that success in life extends to different parts of life. It's not just one area. You see somebody with a nice car and they pulling up to a nice restaurant, you think they're successful. You think that's success. Oh, he drive $100,000 car. He's successful. He might be successful in the financial department. His kids might spit on him when they see him. His mama don't respect him. He's a piece of dog doodle to his family, but he pulling up to a nice restaurant and a nice whip. So he's successful in that area of life. In that area of life. But to be a success in life is to have all those facets of your life stable and in good standing. So you're not just a good boss, you a good father, you a good husband, you a good brother. See? You're not just a boss chick at work, but you a good mother to your children. You're a good wife. You're a good sister to other women. Not just a sister to your, like a sibling, but a good sister. You're a positive woman when you're around other women. You make other women feel better. You make other women want to do better. There's success in multiple areas of life. And a lot of us focus on one area. We work on just focusing on working on one area. And then wonder why, when that area gets straight, everything else collapses. That's like building a building and you only working on one side, but the other side ain't nothing there. The goddamn building gonna collapse. This is how most people set their life up. So you ain't got no spiritual life. You don't talk to God or nothing, but you sleep with your money every night. You supposedly got a good praying life, but you ain't got a good family life. See, so understand that success is broad. It's a broad term. It's not specific. It's broad. Success. Success in what? Success where? It's broad. What success means to you? What does success look like to you? What does success feel like? What do you think success feel like? You don't ask yourself these questions because you so caught up in what you don't have and what you need next that you're not even thankful for what you have. You're not thankful for the things that you're about to get. You don't even see it. Because you so focused on, well, I still want, and I didn't never have, and I didn't never have, and I didn't never get. You're not prepared to receive nothing because you don't even see it coming. You don't feel it or nothing. And then people be wondering, hey, what's going on? A lot of us don't even know we already successful. The majority of us in here, all of us in here right now are more successful than Diddy. Now I know some of y'all gonna say, come on, DS1, you sound crazy. All of us right now are richer than Diddy. You know why? We ain't in jail. All of us are richer than Diddy. Because guess what we could do that Diddy can't? We could go in our bank account and pull out our little tools and fuse. Diddy can't touch his money without the feds watching him. That nigga can't touch his money. We richer than that nigga right now. We richer than P. Diddy right now. Nigga, you could go to your baby mama house and see your kids. Diddy can't. Diddy got 2 big ass houses he could never stay in again. He trying to sell them. But you good with your little project apartment that you think is so bad to live in. I'd rather live in the projects than live in a jail cell. Huh? Talk to me. I'd rather live in Van Dyke projects than to live in federal custody. Diddy will pay to be a bum on a 4 train right now. How much you want to bet? P. Diddy will pay to be a bum sleeping on a train than to be in prison with all his money that he can't touch. And here it is. We cry every goddamn day about what we don't have, forgetting what we have. Forgetting that God bless us every goddamn day. Niggas making fun of people who use food stamps, not knowing that food stamps is feeding people. It's the reason why people ain't starving. Dummy. People be so out of touch with life. That's the problem. That's what I want us to understand. We need to get back in touch with life. We be out of touch. We be out of touch. And that's because we looking at the world with worldly eyes. That's why we only see ourselves and we only compare ourselves to what the world tell us to be. We be forgetting that one day we gonna die. We be forgetting that. We be forgetting that one day we going in the ground. And you trying to impress everybody on earth. You trying to, oh, they ain't gonna be talking about me. You worry about that shit. Human shit. Shit that's gonna happen whether you're broke, rich, homeless, or live on a golden calf. People gonna always say something about you. That's part of the human experience. Oh, look at his hat. Oh, look at his beard. Look, y'all see it all the time. People be coming in here. Hey, comb your beard. Hey, shave your beard. Hey, why do you have a beard? Hey, why does your beard look like? Come on. Come on. So you gonna let that tell you who you're not? Oh, look at his beard. He's ugly. Oh, look at him. I know he doesn't have a girlfriend. Like, come on. Come on. And let me say this before we get up out of here. Suffering is what's going to make you a better person. Let me say that again. Suffering is what make you a better person. Y'all wonder why I'm the way that I am, why I speak the way that I do, is because who I was raised by and how I was raised and where I was raised. The things that I was taught to value. And I grew up in poverty. But guess what? I grew up better than somebody who live in a third world country. I wasn't washing my ass out of no mop buckets. I wasn't squatting over no hole that I had to dig in the ground and then cover it up with dirt after I finished using the bathroom. I know I ain't had to do that, but yeah, I grew up with them food stamps. Who remember coming outside with the food with the booklet? Yeah, I used to come outside with have five $1 food stamps and with the book, with the little book. Yeah, I remember them. The dollars was brown and white. The dollar food stamps. What you talking about? Hey, Dice, that's what I used to buy the Sunnydale juices with. When we lived in East New York. See, if you ever lived in East New York, you know, they got the Sunnydale juices at the corner store because the Sunnydale factory is you know, in the back by an old school club called the Ark. See, back there is a worldwide, well-known 304 stroll, and it's a bunch of factories back there. The Sunnydale factory is back there. Oh, yeah. So I grew up drinking Sunnydale juices. I went to school in East New York. Sunnydale juices with the zebra cakes, with the star crunches. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. With the barbecue bonton chips. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, you remember that Monopoly money? Oh, yeah. We was outside spending them as little boys. Tell them again, Jay Smart. C-Town crime. Tell them again. What they know about C-Town and associates. What they know about what they know about associates, Jay Smart. What they know about associates? Huh? What they know about associates? They don't know about that. Y'all going to Whole Foods and all that now. Y'all done got real cute in New York. Yeah. Who remember that? Who remember that Pathmark? The first big Pathmark. Yeah, not the one in Atlantic Terminal. No. No. The first one. That's in restoration. The first Pathmark. The first big Pathmark. They don't know nothing about Key Food. They don't know nothing about Key Food, Big Dice. Talking about suffering. Suffering? Man, we used to shop at C-Town, Crow. Tell him again. Tell him again. On Brooklyn and Fulton. The original Pathmark. Yeah. Oh, now you talk. Now you talking, bro. Fountain and Linden. See, now you talking. See, now you gonna make me talk about SNL. Now you gonna make me bring up SNL, Jay Smart. What you know about SNL? Yeah. You remember where that one was at? That joint, that big supermarket, SNL. Yeah. Tell him again. Come on, Crow. That's East New York days, the Sunnydale juices all day. Yeah, Jay Smart. That was my old stomping grounds, man. That's why I went to public elementary school at in East New York. I grew up in East New York. I went to school with dudes from Cyprus. I went to the public school right there on Shepherd and Blake. PS 72, Jay Smart. You know where PS 72 at? Right on Shepherd and Blake. Let's talk about it. That was my elementary school, bro. Facts. A lot of the dudes that was in my class, they went to school in Cyprus and pink houses. Yeah. And a lot of them got locked up too. A lot of them caught a lot of bids because they was in special ed. Yeah. Crazy error. Crazy, Dice. But that level of suffering made me who I am. Because guess what? And y'all can let me know if y'all agree with this or not. The times where we were struggling the most, the family was the closest. See, that should show you that suffering is a part of the process. You notice when we were suffering and we really didn't have it, we had Sunday dinner every Sunday as a family. We had Christmas together. We went to different family houses to eat Thanksgiving. They pick up Christmas gifts. My shit was tougher, man. We loved each other more. It seemed like once we done got a little something, everybody just want to be in their own world. I got mine. Like, why we get like that? When none of us had nothing. Y'all remember that? Family reunions when we was broke. We had family reunions. When we were so-called suffering. We had more birthday parties. People were much more happy to see each other when we used to have to put things on layaway, Kimmy. We were a family. We wouldn't let what we didn't have break us apart, which was money. See, when we ain't had no money like that, that gave us a reason to stay together. Soon as we start getting some money, where's your part? You don't see that? You don't see that? Soon as the money start getting around, now everybody got an excuse why they can't show up. Now it's a reason why some people just stay away. Now everybody worry about themselves. But when that money ain't around, I got $1, I got $3, I got $4. Now we got a pizza pie. Who remember them days? You don't remember you and your homies was close when y'all niggas was broke together? Yeah. Standing in the hallway, y'all both trying to get yourselves. That's when that was your mans. Remember? Remember that? 3-3 on the nickel bag. Who remember that? 3-3. 3-3. Because somebody got about a Dutch. Somebody got about a Dutch. Yeah, this vanilla Dutch days. Talk about it, Dice. Man. St. John's in Troy, the chocolate spot. St. John's in Troy. No, excuse me. Lincoln and Troy. The chocolate spot. Them big ass dimes of chocolate. Oh, yeah, Dice. I remember. Vanilla Duchess with the big dime of chocolate from Lincoln and Troy. And I'm leaving with two chicken patties. I got to get the chicken patties when I go get it, Dice. I got to get the chicken patties. I got to get some chicken patties and a cola champagne on the way out. 2 chicken patties, boss. Everything goes in the bag. Hey, GQ. Hey, GQ. Shout out to my man, GQ. Hey, GQ. They don't know. Listen, see, GQ just brought me back. See, if you ever was from the late 90s, you grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s like I did, and you go to Harlem to get your haze like me and my homies was doing, you was smoking Phillies. Strawberry Philly with that haze. Good night, Irene. That haze, that Harlem haze, and the strawberry or the peach Philly. Good night, Irene. I got one of the day ones in the building. He remember those days. This is my day one. Sandbox, day one right here. He remember. I had us smoking Phillies because I was going to get that Harlem haze. That piff. That piff. Yeah. Yeah. You know when you hear that word, you know what years I'm talking about. That piff. Yeah, we talking about 2004. That piff. 0.5 for the dime. That piff. Yeah, I was the nigga on the block. I wasn't doing 2 for 15s. I had 15 pieces. I stole that from the niggas from uptown. 0.7, $15. $15 for the 0.7. That silver haze, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, that piff. That piff. That piff. Yeah, that piff. They don't know nothing about that piff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. They don't know GQ. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. Dice said, because back then, crackheads smoked Phillies. We bought them back for the flavored Phillies. Facts. Facts. That's a fact. Because the crackheads, they were smoking the woolies out of the Phillies. Because back then, you know, a lot of the OGs and the cool cats, they smoke weed, but they smoke, they sprinkle a little bit of that sprinkle. You know what I'm saying? So they smoke the Phillies because the Phillies burn slower. Phillies burn slower. So when they got the sprinkle, you know, when they got that little sprinkle in the sprinkle, that joint get the, you know, it get the burning slower. You know what I'm saying? Tell him again, Dice. That Piff era. That Piff era, man. He said no shorts. Nope. No shorts. You ain't, bro, ain't no, I ain't gonna front. If you was my man, I'm taking 9. Because my dimes was 0.5. A Piff. I'm giving you a fat dime. Because you know back then, niggas was smoking 0.3s. Yeah, let's talk. Yeah, let's talk. You know, because back then, I'm doing too much talking now. I'm doing too much talking. But it was real different back then. Yeah, it was the good times, man. It was a good time back then, man. Things were a lot different. Suffering looked a whole lot different. Suffering looked a whole lot different. Suffering looked a whole lot different, man. Yeah. I had to catch myself, Dice. I had to. Oh, I can't do it. You know? Oh, man. Does it? Hey, Zaire, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, was it? Man, listen. Bro. And for real, when I say I miss the old days, I miss the days of us having camaraderie, man. Us actually going through the struggle together. We used to be struggling together. And it really didn't feel like we were struggling because we was together, man. We put in on everything together. Everything. Me and the bros, we put in on everything together. We like suffering. It looked different to us, man. It looked different to us, man. But those things and those events is what helped shape and mold me to come speak to y'all about it. I'm not making up stories. That's why I tell y'all, I don't get up here and make up stories because I got my real sandbox friends in here. Like, they're really in here. They will tell me I'm lying if I'm lying. Papa Flocka, Mr. These are my real life friends. Real life. They will literally, yo boy, why you lying on YouTube? Straight up. Yo boy, why you lying on YouTube? But I had to go through that stuff, right? And I was around these brothers. We were around each other, right? And I'm the guy to bring it to other people. And see, the bros that support me, they understand that that's who I am. That's what I was designed to do. That's what I'm that old nigga. They got their ways on how they do it. They have their skill sets that they use to help other brothers and especially younger brothers. Old Brooklyn, I'm showing my age. Hey, man. Big Dice says, Kingston and Bergen, Schenectady and Sterling, Rockaway and Rutland, Hancock and Evergreen. Yo, oh, man. Yo, oh, man. Yo, shout out to my man, Big Dice, man. That's one of the things I love about your content, Big Dice. It's nostalgic, bro. When I see you, when I hear you, it's nostalgic, bro. It bring me back to them old times in Brooklyn. Brooklyn don't even look the same. Like I used to love how ran down Brooklyn looked. Cause it just reminded me of home. Like old Brooklyn, man. I miss the old Brooklyn. The dirty smell. It don't even smell the same in New York no more. You walk in Brooklyn, it smelled different, man. Brooklyn used to smell grimy and greasy, and I love this. I love this smell. I loved it. It was nostalgic. It was nostalgic, bro. But man, all those times was necessary for us, man. It was. And whether you still hanging out with the people that you grew up with and suffered with, man, it all was for all of our good. And all of us is doing something better. And that's what matters, man. It don't even really matter if we all not cool no more or connected in certain ways. It don't matter, bro. Because we all still shared a part of our lives with each other. You know what I'm saying? We all spent times of our lives together. And that could never be taken back. Could never be taken back. Struggle is what made y'all bond. See? Struggle. Growing up throwing rocks at each other. We used to shoot rocks. If we ain't had no basketball and one of our friends ain't come outside with the basketball, we used to shoot rocks in the crate. Because we used the crate as our basketball hoop. The big homies, they nailed a crate with up to a piece of wood up on a tree, and we had basketball. Somebody ain't come outside, we used to shoot rocks. We be shooting rocks, playing a whole one-on-one game with a rock. Somebody gonna look out the window and hear us playing, and they gonna come outside with their basketball. Come on, y'all. Suffering is necessary for your success, man. That's why they say don't never forget where you came from. They're not just talking about your location. They're talking about that suffering. Because that is what made you. That is what made you tough. That is what made you resilient. That is what made you charismatic. That is what made you assertive. That is what made you a great speaker. You see? That is what made you a good fighter. That is what made you a good salesman. That is what gave you your fashion sense. Suffering is beautiful, man. Especially when you make it through it. And making it through it doesn't mean you don't suffer no more. Making through it is still being alive to talk about it. And that's a blessing in itself, man. That's a blessing in itself that we don't even see. But shout out to everyone, man. Salute to everyone. Shout out to my lovely lady Mars for holding it down today. We went in a triple overtime, man. But I appreciate y'all. I definitely wanted to bring y'all this content and bring y'all this subject. We still gonna do the show on the United Healthcare situation. I definitely got some videos and some more information about it. So we still gonna do that show about the United Healthcare CEO getting unalived. So y'all stay tuned for that. We still gonna talk about that. But shout out to everyone for pulling up today. If you were new here, you enjoyed the content, make sure y'all subscribe, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you notified every time we drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Salute to my lovely lady mods for coming through and always holding it down. Thank y'all so much. Shout out to the bros, man. Salute to all the visionaries, man. Shout out to all the bros from different sectors that came through and supported the show. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. If y'all enjoyed the show, man, support the show at Sheep Stay Sleep TV on Venmo or Cash App at Cash App $, not at $, DS100 Network, $DS100 Network on Cash App, all lowercase letters. Shout out to everyone once again. I appreciate y'all. We on a road to 10K, y'all. Let's get to 10K. We're going to do a little small celebration when we get to 10K. We might have a little celebration stream where I let some people come up and we chop it up. But salute to y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Much love. And we will catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.